In this video we're going to explore a bit about the new Sony A9 firmware 5.0 tracking and to see what it really means for the performance of the camera. And right off the bat I can tell you that it's a huge boon for any Sony A9 user, and it's performing really well. That being said, it's not the end-all be-all for tracking. It still has its faults. It can lose track of your subject, so it's not a fully automatic mode. You have to be in control of your camera in order to take full advantage of the tracking. But let's take a look at the sample footage and I'll tell you what I think about it afterwards. So as you can see, sometimes it lost tracking for no reason at all. Sometimes it lost tracking because my daughter went behind some object of some sort. But a lot of times it actually stuck to her for a long period of time. But the thing is, whenever you lose tracking on your subject, then all you gotta do is aim your camera or your focus point at the subject again and then hold down the tracking button once more. And that means that if you're actually becoming really good at using your camera, you should be able to track an object or a target of some sorts really well, even though you might lose it at some point. So I actually also have another test, and this is an indoor test of me tracking objects. And this test is not as, what can you say, real life useful because it's indoors and it's small inanimate objects. But this really showcases what the technology can do in the future, because this is some high contrast objects, and when they are being tracked, it works super well. It's also important to notice that whenever you put a tracker mark, for example, on top of a person, when that person then turns around and faces you, it will actually start detecting the face or even the eye, even though it wasn't an initial part of the tracking. So to summarize, the tracking works really well. If the object you're tracking becomes too small in the frame, then it will more easily lose the tracking focus. But as it becomes bigger, then you can see the tracking works extremely well, especially on high contrast targets. However, you gotta be ready to retrack your target, because whenever you lose tracking, then you gotta release the focus hold button, find your target again and press it one more time. And then it will start tracking your target all over again. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration, and I'll see you guys in the next video.